Right. Everything working? We're gonna work on quests, quest quests, story quests, all the quests. Oh yeah, brought that stuff. Dying. I'm gonna work at a guild base, baby. Huh? If you're interested later, like next this week, you want to help build it, let me know. Yo,
Hello.
looking for a spot up here. What do you think? I
There
was
he is.
thinking right there, but somebody took it.
Yeah, see right there. See that giant Roman castle? Alright. That giant Roman castle is Carlos. He gave me the blueprint. I was going to use it as a base, a foundation for us to build a giant guild palace like this. We just build on top of it.
Yeah, I like that. So where
Now,
we,
if you want to actually use that location, ask Carlos. Otherwise, we gotta find somewhere else.
yeah, no, that's fine. I was talking about up here, up in this like hole up here, but somebody went up high, so we couldn't do it really here. I'm cool with where do you think? I'm cool with wherever.
I don't know. We want somewhere up here because it's close to the wall.
Yeah.
Right here above it. We're allowed. Shit, I would build right here.
Just right in this hole right here?
If you're allowed to build right here, this would be great. Have any tools on me? Oh, they're at my base. I don't have any. Is there any metal over here? I can make one real quick.
I have metal.
You have a tool on you? Oh, here's metal.
I do have a tool. And I got some granite.
Oh, there's so much materials all over here. Just going circles
Yeah.
for days.
Yeah, I could put one here. It's not stopping me.
Here we go.
So I could put it right here.
Oh, there you go. You got a sub thief. Now, oh, it let you put it down? This will work.
Yep.
Then
And then
I can expand.
I made you co-owner.
Northeast, east, all the way to that mountain. We could fill in this entire circle. This entire thing.
Yeah.
Just lift it up on a platform, and we'll fill in this entire canyon, which is actually a lot of ground.
So if you've got that blueprint, if you want to put it down, and then I can
Exactly.
I can farm for some materials for a little while, and I opened it up to, hold on.
have 2 stakes too at my base. Let me go get the blueprint and 2 stakes. Be right back. Now, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's proximity, so we got to be
Should
close. But
We should build as far, like extend it as far down as that road. Like
yeah,
all the way past right to, because that could even be a ramp coming up the road. That's a road right there. And then boom, it comes up a ramp into this giant platform. Here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. He gave me two blueprints. One, let me actually make a copy of this.
yeah, let me move my copter.
Yeah, put it down by mine. It's out of the way. Another Solito. And another Solito. And yeah, it's 5. There. That'll be a staking unit. Okay, so this one looks like this was Temple Base is the base foundation. Palace XL is partially completed. So here, look at these two. Here, come here. I'm gonna I'll just drop them. Just make sure you give them back to me because I need to make copies of these. 1, 2. So those are the two. One is when he was first building it, and then the other one is where it was almost 90% complete to what it looks like now. That's what all the Atreides materials within it.
Okay.
Either one we could put down. Let me know which one you want me to put down.
I think I like.
The other one, then I'll make a copy of the Atreides one.
Yeah, here, I'll drop them. I think I like Palace XL.
All right, so we'll put that down, and then we can build on top of it. Perfect. All right.
And we can. You should have full access here, so if we need you to move it or whatever, you should be good.
Perfect.
Based on that.
This is number 5. Okay, I got it. Now, we just need to. Holy crap, it's huge. Holy shit. It will fill up. Hold on, let me see if I can rotate this. How do I rotate all? Okay, this way. All right, we got to put it long ways. Bro, it won't fit sideways.
Okay.
Let me see how. Hold on. If I put it sideways, it won't fit. That's how big it is. So we have to put this sideways. I'm gonna have to put it like
Do you
this.
do you want to move the FIFA a little bit, or is it just because of the rocks?
Yeah, actually, I need to place this from a different location because that's how big it is. I gotta go like all the way over here.
Nice.
Holy crap! This thing is so big. This is insane. Holy. All right, this is the perfect angle because you see the block that you put down, and you can see everything. All right, so I mean, if it's sideways, it'll barely fit. Oh wait. Actually, sideways is pretty cool. Let me see if I can move it closer to me.
All right.
Change height is control. Change width, change depth. Oh, here we go. Closer, closer, closer. Oh my god.
Good morning, Leon. How's it going?
Problem is placing this in the right location.
You at work? That's good, man. That sucks. Losing power like that sucks. How long was it out for?
Dude, this is insane.
Yeah.
I think he said he used like 6 to 8 stakes. They
Oh,
were all
geez.
horizontal. Yeah, it was a lot. Like, just look at his base from the up in
Yeah.
the air.
It's insane.
Insane. It doesn't. Bro, this base barely fits in the vat in this opening. It's a great foundation. It's just so big.
That sucks. A day and a half. Did you preserve everything in your
The
fridge and
long ways,
freezer and stuff?
it's too big. It's crazy.
Do we need to have stakes like already to go, or does it let you put that blueprint down that you can add the stakes? I've never done a blueprint, so I don't know.
See, this blueprint in particular. See, this is the problem. Blueprints. You need to get the stakes all in place first, I believe, because you need to get the blueprint in all green. You could, like, hold on. If I all pieces must be on your land, it says. If I try to place it,
Oh wow, so it's that
oh, it does
huge.
it. So all right, so it lets you place it. Technically, it lets you place it wherever you want, and then you can just build the portions that you want to build within that grid. And then you know how when you build a fake wall, it's
Yeah.
like showing up when you go on to the build screen.
Yep.
So you would have to manually delete all the pieces that don't fit. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you just didn't open. That's good. I remember that being the biggest worry when we lost power before in the past. We haven't lost power much here,
See,
but
this is the problem also. You could accidentally forget a blueprint because in order to unplace the blueprint that you just placed down, you need to hold the same button. And that's the same button to forget. My
oh
boy gave
dang.
me a base that I met, and then next thing you know, I lost it. That's how janky the game is. Yeah. This is difficult. I'm gonna have to first stake out everything, and then figure out where we want to place it. What is this flare? What is this light? You
I don't see a
this?
light. No.
No? I see a glowing ball of light. It looks like a flare right by my head.
Nope, I don't see any light.
And the effects are literally bouncing off my armor. This is so freaking weird. Wow.
Tornadoes hit closer to the city. Oh, dang, dude. And you weren't on a priority list?
Wait, no.
Dang.
Do that. Where's my build?
I'll be back in just a couple seconds. Let me know what you need from me. I'll help him. However, I'm not really a builder, but I can gather like crazy. So
Yeah,
I can.
got plenty of materials. Well, this location's perfect. All I got to do is stake it out, and then eventually figure out how. What I'm gonna do is stake it out, try to place that thing, and then start building the perimeter. That's really it. Because once you get the perimeter in, you can fill it in, and the perimeter is what gives you your lining. It has to line up with the land that you place down that stake for. Otherwise, when you build from like the middle out, all of a sudden you get to the edges of your stake, right? And it doesn't line up. It's not straight. It's not this. See, there's no world grid, and that's what there should have been in the game. There should have been
So
no
it kind of snaps to places.
Exactly. So everything will snap. Otherwise, if you're building in this corner, and I'm like, okay, this is the area I want to build, and I put a bunch of stakes down. I'm going to put a foundation pillar here, and then I walk all the way over here to put another pillar, and they're not going to line up. They're never going to connect.
Yeah.
It's like you literally need to place one little thing,
One
make
at a
sure
time.
it's perpendicular to the land that you stake. Like you literally need to put one little foundation wall perpendicular and then build out from there.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
It's perfectly straight. It's so stupid.
All right, I'll be back in just a few minutes.
All right, no doubt, brother. It is late though. I'm gonna be going to sleep soon, so we'll
Yeah.
completing this tomorrow.
Yeah, no worries. It's claimed. We're good.
Yeah, but there's nobody else over here too, so we have plenty of room.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back, Leon. But yeah, we're getting the build gate base going. Did you see there's some good updates coming for PvE? I'm excited. So I'll be right back.
Contra. Yo. It says I don't have permission to move or build.
It says what? You don't have. I gave you co-owner. The hell?
Really?
Yeah.
Like for example, if I want to move the subfief.
Yeah.
Say to make this land claim. See, that's the thing. This is weird. I can't move this. So how do I move?
Let me double check. I'm pretty permissions. Yeah, you're a co-owner.
Yeah, what does that actually do?
It says move, demolish. Oh no, only the owner can move the console. Okay, that's the only difference.
Oh, that's the subfief itself. Gotcha.
Yeah. So where do you want me to move it to?
As far over as possible. Until, because right above us is right up there is Atreides, that camp.
Yeah.
So we want to build as close as possible so we know where the PvE boundary is.
Sure.
Yeah, the Atreides base is right above me. So we want to know.
Oh, I'd have to.
Until you get red.
Oh, I'd have to demolish it.
No,
I have to
move the subfief.
No, I can't because when you put it down, it claims the cube. If I move it outside, it says I can't. It can't be placed within the land claim. But once I demolish it, then we replace it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me.
I thought the cube moved as you moved the subfief. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so just abandon it and then we'll just move it over as far as possible. And
All
then
right.
what we'll do is basically think of it as a corner of this entire valley. So you want to make it as far left and as far right as possible.
Dang, where'd my metal go?
On top of here, for example.
Well, I gotta grab metal out of my
Here, here,
thopter.
here.
You got some? There was a one up here to mine, but it's gone.
Just this was from before.
All right. All right. So you're saying it's far this way?
Over here, just where does it give you red? Where it says no sub thief is allowed until you hit that
Yeah,
wall.
right. It could go right here.
And you come right here. Over here.
Well, let me see.
Where I'm standing. Oh, you already placed it.
That's fine. I can just.
Yeah, don't place it. Just go until it's yellow, and then where it turns.
Well, that's what I did. I put it on the edge. Then you said to come down here. So like right here?
No, I'm just curious. Don't place it yet, though.
Yeah, right
Here works, but then
right here where I'm standing works.
actually, no, you're right. You're right. This is a better spot. You know why? Because if it's right here, that means that this is the most western point. Yeah, that'll work.
So like right where I'm at?
Right here, right here. Before where you had that. That's actually probably the best spot.
Like right here?
In hindsight, that means that box is gonna reach as far to Atreides' base. Look, we can hear them above us.
Yeah.
And then it'll allow me to go as far this way as possible, and as far that way as possible. And yeah, that'll work.
All right, I'll put it right here.
Perfect, bro. So that means I'm allowed to put a stake down now, right?
Well, I got to give you permissions again.
Okay. So let me see. I have a stake. Is this a regular stake?
But yeah, you should be able
This is a
to.
staking unit. Yes, it does. Oh yeah, perfect. It's right up against there. Perfect. Yes, it works. Awesome. That means I can put this as far as I can this way. Yes.
Oh, cool. It lets you add more people. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter where you put it. It's going to be the same. Okay, cool. I'll stake it out.
All right. Looks like that power thing is not.
Oh, that's going to have to get moved, yeah, unless it's within the boundary. Did you move
Oh,
this?
I should have demolished it first. All right.
Yeah, it's alright. I got
'Cause
so
now-
many fuel cells and metal and garbage, so
Yeah.
I'll definitely be able to get a good foundation.
It needs a flat spot.
Gotta put it like right up against the wall right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Doesn't
put a
really matter.
foundation. Can you put a foundation down real quick? It needs a
Don't
flat
have
spot.
Any...
Trying to find a spot where it'll go and nothing's happening. I have some in my thopter. We'll get it.
Alright, I'll just grab granite. Don't worry about it, bro. I'll build one.
I got it. That's why I brought it. I'm good. We'll just put a little thing down.
That works. That's stake all the way out to there. Next. This one.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna go make some steel. I have like fucking 5,000 aluminum, but no steel.
Yeah. I had that same problem.
Then I put a staking unit here. I'll make
Oops.
another cube. And we'll put a vertical here. Yep.
All right, that's at least placed. Obviously, it's temporary.
All right. The most important thing is putting the stakes down as fast as possible so nobody builds near it. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that done now, all right? Before
All
I go
right,
to
sounds
sleep,
good.
I'm just gonna put the stakes down before I go to sleep. Cause it's midnight and I gotta work tomorrow. All right, bro?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Gotcha. I will see you mañana.
Yep. Okay. Now I will be right back.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay, I'm back. Get that off there. There we go. Yeah. So Leon, did you see the PvE changes? I'm pretty excited about that. I think it'll be fun. They did? Well, at least you got room. Oops. I need to get a new engine and a new generator at some point. All right, I'm going back to my other main base. And we're going to do some quests, I think. What are you going to do? You playing Dune? You want to do something together? Basically, though, they're adding PvE to the deep desert. So there will be zones that are PvE. That have all the materials. The largest concentration of materials will still be in PvP, the largest spice blooms. But yeah, so I'm like, I want to keep playing, see what that looks like. And then they talked about, they're adding more PvE content and no timeline on that stuff. But I think the deep desert PvE changes will be soon. I'm hoping with this reset. They didn't say that. Oh, I forgot it. Put thrusters on this thing. I haven't really used the thrusters a ton. Yeah, I agree with that. It's taking me a little bit. I've been frustrated with it, but like, it is an amazing game. I still have a ton to do, even if they don't change the deep desert. And also, the times I went to the deep desert, I didn't go prepared. Like, I should have had a small base out there. We should have had something for the guild, and you have to go out there willing to lose some stuff. I think there's fun to be had there, and I want to kind of embrace that. Not much else to play right now. Once Human's alright, but this game I have more fun with, so kind of play both a little bit. All right. And I have barely done any of my own building, so I kind of want to do some building. I'm not very good at that stuff, but yeah, that's how I'm kind of the same way. So I think like Once Human's a good second game in that regard for me. Yeah, for sure. I think this game has a long burn, right? Like, if you want to play it a couple hours a night, a few hours a night, and then you do something else, like, so I'm definitely, yeah, I think I'm going to be splitting time between this and Once Human for now, and then I'm looking at Destiny. I finally saw some more stuff about their changes, and I'm pretty excited for Destiny changes. It's like a decent update. You want to be able to miss a few days and not worry about your base being... Yeah, that part sucks. I think they should fix that, or... I mean, it's relatively easy to power up your base, But if you have multiple bases and if you have like, yeah, I agree. That almost happened to me in Breezy. Our base up north had no power. I think luckily we logged in when we did, because we had some damage to our assault ornithopter was parked up there and we had no power. Kind of sucks. My sniper rifle's almost broken. I still haven't found that pattern. Oh man. Well, one thing we need to do is like, make sure you have people who can help with that, right? So I don't know if I think I added you. Yeah, it's like you're an associate on my base. Make me an associate on your base, and we can refill power. You're gonna be out, that kind of thing. And I think too, if we have enough people that stick around and want to do like PvE stuff, and we have, oh, are we associates? Okay, cool. Long shot. Oops. What did I do? Rifles. Yeah, I didn't know you were getting low, so um sorry. I'm glad it didn't happen. Did you like Once Human? Are you gonna keep playing that? Not bad. That's basically, yeah, what happened with us when our generator was out. Or there, no, it was completely out. But I think just for a few hours, 4 hours. Nice. So if you want to play some tonight, I'm gonna hop on Discord a little bit. Play this for a little bit and play some Once Human. All right. Let's see. I wish there was a way to like sync up quests with like a party member. Oh, didn't have much fuel left in that. And honestly, I'm putting my storage back on there for now. That thruster is only for PvP. Detach. Assemble. Let's get some storage. Oh, that's the assault storage. Where's my... scout storage? This is almost broke, but it's got some time left. Oh, somebody pissed off the worm. Oh, I've got to... Oh, I definitely don't want to be carrying all that. Alright, let me go put that stuff away in the right place. You? Sent you a party invite. I'm hop in Discord. Yo. What up? Ice residue. Oh yeah, that sucks. Yeah. I'm in like a weird spot because I'm trying to get these class quests done. And some of them make you use certain abilities. So like I don't have a I just kind of have a scuffed build right now because I don't want to spend all my points. So I'm just done with them all. Yeah, I haven't even started the planetologist line. Well, I started it, but I haven't done anything else. Oh man, I need... You could do a second base out there. I've been using Militiaman's got a base out there that I can use as buggy, so that helps. Was it just gone? Just out of your base? So you still need to craft one, right? What do you need? Like, that's aluminum, right? I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Yeah. I can see, I mean, if you want some duraluminum, I have some. I don't have a ton, but I can give you some. Yeah. Oh, is this not in the... Oh, it is. Yeah, one thing I've noticed as I've done the class quests, I actually think the combat's really not that bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's awful. Yep, that's happened to me. That's absolutely awful. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah. Yep, it's very new. I think people forget that. I mean, not even 2 weeks since they had full launch, right? So, yeah. Dune. We've got we've already got a good blueprint. Juggernaut and Carlos and them are gonna build it. Hell yeah. Your Space Marines. Reminds me of Gears of War. I'm gonna play a little Dune, and then I'm gonna get back on one too. And I really want to get my get the levels, get that power surge up. It's not a race. You should send Leon that friend code so he can get that XP, and then that burn build is nice. Yeah, I just did it last night. I did it on like level 22 or something. The XP is only till level 30, but you're lower, so it'd be even more beneficial. It's on the event tab in the game, and it's like at the bottom of the list. It says something friend, I think. Friend code or something like that. You gonna scare her? Like the one from Fortnite? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Identify yourself.
Oh my god. What? Oh. That is very frustrating. Alright. Gotta do this a little bit differently. They're fixing Dune blur, did you hear? Yeah, well, they didn't specifically say how they're going to do it, but they said they're going to add PvE like areas to the deep desert, and then they'll have all the materials available. The best spots will still be PvP, like the biggest spice blooms and the more dense titanium and stuff. But yeah, but there'll be science stations, all the things in those PvE zones. So I'm excited for that. Ah. And I think for the kind of the people we gathered here in this guild, I think it'll be much better, much easier to actually play with each other. And more stuff. I mean, they're doing some adjustments to PvP, and then they're gonna make some changes to the Landsrad too. It's actually a pretty good post because the creative director is basically saying like, yeah, we were wrong. Like we tried a thing and we were wrong about it. Yeah. You don't hear that very much. Yeah. Yeah. You can swim. Aren't they doing an interesting thing where, like, if you're the mayor, you're the only one that can fly? Like, for your node? That's interesting. I think it's, as far as I know, it's only whoever has the title at that time. So that will change. And the next person who's the mayor, unless that person becomes the mayor again. Oh yeah, you don't want to be on a streamer server, that's for sure. Well, I think as a node, I guess. You don't want to be in a node with like, and I don't know how they could do one server. I mean, they might be doing phasing and instancing and stuff, but yeah. How are they going to do that though? Because isn't like each node, like the world's only so big, so you're only, but relative to millions of players potentially, right? If only 100 people can be a mayor, that's shitty. Like I don't think that's. But it also means you'll never get a chance to do it yourself. Right. It's interesting. I don't know enough about it, but I feel like I see no world in which they can only have one server. I don't know. It seems...
Hey, Ollie. Don't know if anyone will find this message.
Right.
But if they do,
I like the politics system and stuff they've talked about in that game.
looks like I'm
Hopefully
not gonna
they...
make this week's card game. Big Harkonnen force ambushed our convoy. They obviously knew where we'd be. Don't know how many ships we lost, but I'm guessing a lot. I survived the crash, but we had a major drive breach. Radiation is off the charts. I'm as good as dead already. Just wanted to send a message to all the guys. It's been an honor serving with you all. Especially you, Ollie. You always had my back. Hope you get through all this and get back to Caladan real soon. Raise a glass of the good stuff for me when you can.
Yeah. Where is this entrance? Oh, more. Well, it's per node though, so it's not. I mean, there's a lot of nodes. It's going to at launch. I guarantee it's going to have like a New World style launch. I think the war mode system in WoW is actually a good solution for that. Because you essentially are on the same server, but you just choose to be with different people who are PvPing. And yeah, kinda. There's not that much benefit anymore. Like, there's an experience benefit and some reputation and like. And they turn that on and off depending on balance. So like, you only get that if you're on the faction that needs more people. So it's actually a pretty good system. Yeah. I think Arcade had some of this solved too with like the jail system and like games that have like infamy and stuff. I think that can do it, but you're never gonna get past in PvP games the griefers. You just never. They're always gonna be them, and they always find a way. Yeah, they can't affect you as much. Those guys were harder than they should have been. They can do it the other way too. Like they can just say, if you died 3 times within a certain period of time to one player, you're immune. Like you just, yeah. And that's what some of those infamy systems have, some penalties like that. Like, you get enough infamy, you can't go into towns because the guards will attack you on sight and shit like that. Yeah. The problem is, though, I think what Blur was saying kind of at the beginning is just stop designing games around PvP. Just split it. Like, split it. Have a PvP server and a PvE server. And then people will choose what they want. Just like, I mean, we did this years ago with WoW and it worked for a very long time. But that game didn't have, I mean, PvP didn't dictate that much, right? Like, the Wars is opt-in PvP. That's totally different. That's like Battlegrounds, right? That's not open world, you know, not letting somebody level because you're just an asshole. Yeah, in the certain zones, right? But you know, but yeah. But that's a niche game. Like, you know, you're playing that game for that, right? But and in fact, and Albion's doing great. Like, it's actually one of the, you know, most populated MMOs. I think Ashes is aiming higher than that though. Right. Yeah. This is weird. I'm doing a quest, and I was about to get in my ship, and I got a bunch of dudes, like NPCs, spawned on me. I don't know if they were part of the contract or not. And then I died because I wasn't expecting them. They fucking destroyed me, and now they're not respawning. It's very strange. Oh yeah, it's I gotta eliminate the leader, so he must have been. Do I have to somehow make them respawn? Ah, they're back. Probably get on some once human in like an hour or so. I took a nap today, so I'm fucked. It was a very good nap. I had kind of just a rough rough mental day, I guess you could say, because of the. I got friends in Qatar and Bahrain, and I woke up to the news that they were getting attacked by Iran. So I'm like, oh, lovely. I don't know. I mean, that's. I think hard. It may or may not be true, but I feel like I've been hearing that for decades at this point, and they never have. So, um, the the world is yeah, but that's you. That's not us. That's totally different, and that's not World War III, right? I mean, when Ukraine happened, if you watch the right people on YouTube, World War III was happening then too. Like I do think stuff like the United Nations, the world's different than when World War II happened, and I think World War III is much harder to happen. It could, probably will eventually, but yeah, one of the biggest myths you've been told is that oil's not renewable. Yeah. Yeah. We want to be the source. Yeah.
You're back. No one said the path. Appreciate that. They seek a rogue. They seek a rogue Benedict. I do not know. You're back. You're back.
I mean, World War III would be awful, but I think what's not worse, but just would be what is awful also is getting into more never-ending wars like we did for so long after 9/11.
Very good. It is a complex. Oh, one.
Why did my camera move? Yeah, they need to make that like hotkeyable or drive. You can drive it from up there or something. Oh yeah, some elevation matters, and sometimes it's just janky. Like it you can't aim it down, but other times you can. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because then you could adjust easily. You don't have to get back in the driver's seat, back up, drive forward, find the right spot. Yeah. Right? I know. Mine quit. The hell. I don't think she's quit, but she hasn't played in a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you, Trooper. Your old sergeant cleans up for. I feel better, First round's
I
all
like it. I just have to
what
do
you
it in
think, Captain?
doses.
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
like a
But
game I like to grind. Ooh, what is that? Mendex rattle? Where did it go? Oh, right here. First. Hmm. I mean, yeah, I'm level 81 or 80, something like that. It's really not. I mean, the XP is pretty good. You get it. This is what I play a couple hours a night and yeah, it's not too bad. The people who get like prestige 5 or 6 times or more, that's crazy to me because I don't know. I don't know. Unless the game does updates often enough, we're lucky if they just did one. I don't know how often they do that though. Oh, I didn't go to him in Harko. Trooper advanced done. Ah, shit. I gotta go back to Harko. Do you have Space Marines too, Leon? I think it came out last year. It's pretty cool. It's a very light. I wouldn't call it. It's not a looter shooter, but there is like some light progression, and then the gameplay is just really good. The combat's really good. I wish it had more RPG than it does. I think it'd make me play it more than I did, but new updates coming out on Thursday. Yeah, tonight the yep. No, that's a northern. Yeah, that's not a Deep desert base. Just right up on the northern wall. All right. No, I don't think so. All they do is more yield. It's definitely worth. It's a lot more yield. Are you doing Jasmium?
Only House Harkonnen possesses the strength and foresight to safeguard our prosperity. Obey without question, for doubt is the path to destruction. Trust in the wisdom of House Harkonnen to guide us to glory.
What have you learned? Yes? Yes, the subject. You're right. I once, as I trek, I rather, he said, dumped me. Yeah, but let the blade fill your hand. You nearly had me there.
All right, Swordmaster done? Oh, nope, not done.
What have you learned? Some children, despite myself, my face. You're right. That's just. What have you learned? Tell me, pupil. Why do you wish to match His Excellence a me? Now I continue. I know of only one. Off you go then.
For the buggy? Why is that? I don't think that's true. Is it? Oh yeah, but that's in the PvE testing stations. That's easy. I can even give you some. I think I have some left over. There's no PvP for that at all. I can take you.
Dissemination of unauthorized information is strictly prohibited. Trust only the messages approved by House
Yeah, but
Harkonnen.
you know, it wasn't yours. Like you still haven't lost yours. You can still craft one. Like I know you did. I still want to know what happened there. That's just very weird. Oh, I wonder if they had it set to public, but then they wouldn't have been able to change it. I don't know. I don't even know if you can set vehicles to public. Right, you have to. The only way to get them off your like list is to demolish them. Yeah, you're a hacker. Well, I mean, the only thing that would tell me that is that there's not other Thopters in the world to get, right? They actually answered that in the AMA they did, and they said earlier in testing they had fall damage on for vehicles, and people hated it. But we don't know that because we haven't experienced it. But they said like they changed it based on player feedback. Games have gotten a lot better at fall damage lately. Like you have to most games you have to fall really far to die. Losing some health as long as it's not the problem with damaging vehicles is it's like this permanent thing that then takes resources to fix, and like if you just take some health and you have to use a bandage, that's different. So you didn't get to play Chrono Odyssey, did you? I only played it for like 2 hours, if maybe not even 2 hours. It's got good bones. It was definitely, you know, a beta. Like it had performance issues, it had combat's kind of like animations and stuff need to be improved, like but like the systems seem really cool. Yeah. Yeah, at every storage chest on the top left there's a drop down. And you just pick your vehicle and you can move stuff into the storage. Oh yeah. Shit, you get 25k per death still, so if you just have the efficiency wise the death still is way better. I don't know if your base is near any enemies, but we're just right. I can go get 4 anytime I want behind me, and honestly, yeah, like it's nice to have it passively happen, but the death steals are just so much better. No, 1 per hour.
Reveal yourself.
That's why there's choices, I suppose. Yeah, like it all. If you factor in the time it takes to mine and the extra resources, like one body, and like I said, location matters too. Like I can just go get 4 anytime I want. There's 6 dudes that live behind my base, and they spawn constantly. Or you can go do the buggy thing and then just have it for days, really. I think a combination of both is decent if if you have the materials. If once you're fully done with aluminum and you just kind of have it, sure. Like it's just extra. Passive stuff is always nice. I do wish you could have it feed out of a chest, like fill up a chest and then they just grab them out. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's on the new world, the new open world zone. I'm sure a lot of that will be during the campaign. But then they're still gonna have all the other strikes and stuff. But yeah, I saw that. Yeah, there's different powers you can get on the new world. Kind of like a Metroidvania type of thing going on. But yep, everything's going down to 10 with a max of 200. But they always do that. I mean, they always level all the gear to the lowest and then you climb back up. Yeah, well, I think the hope is you want to farm the new guns, right? But that's not what happens usually. But the hope is that there's enough new stuff, and you mix in maybe some old stuff. I love games like ESO and Guild Wars 2 that just have that horizontal progression. But I understand both because like you also have to give players something they want to do, right? And what most people want to do in a game like Destiny is farm for gear. And if they already have the gear and it never changes, then why would they play? Yeah. And it makes more sense this time because they are really changing with like weapon tiers and like all the stats on the armor are changing, and but people are right now farming because they know what stats on the current gear they have is going to translate into the new stats. So like they're farming up gear with the right stats so they're ready to go for launch. I'm like, oh man, you're trying to make the content last you 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm sure it's yeah. So they have a build all ready to go with the right stat. And I like what they're doing with the armor stats. It seems much more straightforward. Like you're literally gonna have a weapon stat and a grenade stat. Like, and oh, I know what that does. Yeah, those are those are armor stats. Weapon. Oh, right, the range. Yep. Yep, huge change. And now also, I never understood why it was ever like this. Before, you only got a benefit every 10 stat points. So you had to like optimize your gear to be those 10 even numbers, right? Now every stat point gives you a little bump. It's just normal RPG stuff. Right. Yeah, for me, oh man. Man. And three more people. It's there's six. There's 6-man raids, and I can probably convince Stink and Clock to play. However, they don't play late at night, so that's a little bit of a. But if we schedule a raid for the evening, you know. But Lynn, Heels, Clock, and Stink, I think all might play it. It might take some convincing, but this. And he's like, so Destiny has, you know, the people who play can put the hours past. Like, there are people who want to get that one more stat point. That's the people who put thousands of hours in PoE and Destiny 2 and the Division 2. And I lean towards that as long as there's a reason for it. Like, as long as I have the chat, like, I don't want to just get more powerful so that the same missions I'm doing just get easier. I want to have, like, another level of difficulty, or the big group thing, or some scalable. That's why I love Mythic Plus and WoW. It's scalable difficulty. It takes you a long time to get to the end of that. That's how WoW's open world is. WoW's kind of already solved that too, right? WoW has the ultra difficulty set amount of people that most people don't do, and the rest of their raiding can be done with flex raiding with as many people as you want. Well, I mean, I think it's good to be a difference between dungeons and raids. I think raids should be more people, at a minimum number. Personally. Because if not, you're just doing a dungeon, right? And WoW has LFR for that. If you just want to see it, then you have LFR, and you don't have to worry about that. It depends. That's your choice. You can also go in and just play normally. The LFR would be a lot better if everybody did that. But no, everybody goes in there and goes to sleep instead. But you don't have to do that. That's your choice. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because WoW has solved a lot of issues already, but first of all, it's just old. You know, most people have just played it enough that they don't need to play it anymore. But also, like, they put you on the same treadmill, right? And I can only do that so much in the same game.
I greet you on behalf of House Rashiz.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's another thing I'm excited for in Destiny 2. They're gonna have more of a I don't want to say Mythic Plus, but as you go up and go through the different levels, you can put modifiers on and stuff to change the content. So like you choose, or it's assigned. I don't fully know, but there's different modifiers for the content for each difficulty level, and there's a bunch of choices for each one.
Saren, what the hell is
Which they had some of that before, but I don't think you had any control over it. I think in this next update, you're going to be able to pick some of those.
You'll need the material.
How do I craft? Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty cool to me. Might be the kind of game I wait and see on launch and see what people. But if I have nothing else to play at that time, though, I mean, I'll probably give it a shot. How do I craft this? To go back to my base? Really? One of the quality of life things Dune needs is that you heal up if you're in your base. Give me a bed, like other survival games, something. Well, I guess they have beds. You just can't even. They don't do anything. If I could just lay down and restore my health, be happy. Out of ammo. Gotta go get some downstairs. Plant fiber. Doing the sword master quest, and you have to craft a special sword. And the only material I'm out of for that is plant fiber. I feel like I'm actually short on plant fiber a lot. Because I never go farm for it. Yeah. If you need anything for a ornithopter, let me know. I've even got broken parts that, you know, they're about half. You can use those as. Yeah, my first Mark V, I used, yeah, like a engine that I looted and a generator that I looted. I'll tell you, I don't know if it's maybe not common, but one thing this game has that even like once human doesn't have, I just like being in this game, like in the world. It like looks good. It like the move, like the game, like the actual just moving around and the gameplay like that. I love. Yep. Well, another good healthy take I saw that I agree with too is like if I don't hit a wall till I'm at like 150 hours, that's a pretty good game and worth the money. I've never put a number on it, but that seems. I generally just compare it, right? Like I'll pay $12 for 2 hours at a movie, right? So yeah. Uh, it's kind of what I was telling Blur last night is like I'm not disappointed at all. And if they didn't change it and they don't add PvE, I'm happy. But I am the part. I guess I am disappointed a little bit because this is, you know, maybe a 150-hour game, but I was hoping for my next 1,000-hour game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you get good early access games, you get content on kind of a regular drip. Valheim. Well, Valheim's updated it, but at some point, come on, you're not in early access anymore. Yeah. I remember it was pretty controversial when I think Ark was still in early access and they released a paid expansion. That, yeah. Or launch your game. Yeah. Oh man, doing the Bene Gesserit quest where you have to use the abilities, and apparently you have to use compel 6,000 times. This is ridiculous. I've used it like 4 times, the bar's barely moved, and the thing has a 30-second cooldown.
Reveal yourself. I see someone.
Who's that? Eyes on target.
No, oh my god. sand since that one day. Kind of crazy. I still haven't had to go get flower sand at all since that day. The only day I ever farmed it was the day the worm was down, and that's it. Yeah. Thousands. It was super easy. On what? For what? That's that problem. That's, oh, the wind? Yeah, that's all I use it for, and I still haven't had to replace it. 4 or 5, I think. What's... Oh, is that anime? Of course. There's yet to be an anime that got me hooked. There could be one out there, but not yet.
Who's there?
1,200 episodes? Jeez. I've heard this about anime. Like, why do they make filler? I don't understand that concept. Hmm. Oh, I mean, you could easily do that in one. Yeah, I could play 400 hours of a game a year in half a year. You have to really like it though. Yeah. Right. Still a lot. Not for me, but it'd be like trying to watch all of The Simpsons, right? I'm sure there's, was it 30 plus seasons of The Simpsons now? But like, what? I mean, I don't even understand the concept of filler. Is that nothing happens? Like, sure.
Huh? You make sure. Shields on.
Eyes on hostile.
I had like 6 guys spawn outside the back of my base. I'm sure they're from one of those ships, but I didn't see the spotlight or anything. They just came down. Yeah. Making it easier to use compel. I'm just gonna run around, stay alive, and then. No, I've used it at least 15. Yeah, and it has 30-second cooldown, so. Like the other ones, you do the abilities like 3 times, and they have you do that like for 3 abilities. This one, I think you only have to do 2 abilities, but this one you have to do a whole bunch. And the other ones you can just go in your base and use them. This one I have to go find enemies. Oh yeah, that thing's cool. I use that a lot. Yeah. It is. It sold better on PC than it did on PlayStation too, which is impressive. And certainly only for the gameplay. I'm sure that's the only reason. Yeah. No, that's yeah, that'll be a sale game for sure. Yeah. I got I think I got Cyberpunk 2077 and the expansion during the Steam summer sale for like $20 or something. Yeah, but they don't do good ones anymore. They used to have good ones, and there hasn't been a good one in a long time that I know of, like a big one. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I have it, but yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I've had a habit in the past. It hasn't been. It's been a couple years since I did this, but I'll buy games on the Steam sale and not play them. So I just kind of stopped doing that because I know what I play, and unless it's like, a very deep discount on something like a $3 game. I think I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 for like $10 one year. Like that kind of thing, I might do that, but I still never fully played it, but or get bored. Yeah. That's healthy. Yep. Litany against fear. I wish there are ways to consolidate those that I've used. They're not perfect, but like there are some. What's one called? Well, GOG kind of can. Um, yeah. Yep, I got that. That's all. Yeah, I was actually gonna say that a few minutes ago. Like, I remember getting Grand Theft Auto 5, and again, I barely played it, but it was worth getting it for free. Yep. How far did we get, Leon? We need to go back to that. I know we played it together. Yeah, and I think I played a little bit by myself. Oh, okay. So I know I continued by myself for a little while. That was fun, especially with a group. Yeah, I think there's gonna be some people around here who play it. Like I said, I probably will. Smelly's playing Borderlands 3 right now, so I'm assuming he got the bug. I don't know if Stink will play it. Yeah, I think Borderlands 3 had some like Twitch integration. Like some yeah, yeah. Jeez, this is stupid. The next ability I have to use multiple times. I don't have to use it on enemies, but it has a 35-second cooldown. I've used it 3 times now, and I think I'm about 25% through the bar, so. But the Bene Gesserit has like some pretty cool like group abilities, it looks like. They need more group play. You have a healer class, basically, or a support class. And they've got this whole like spice system, this, the ultimate thing. I think is also really cool. But like that part of the problem with PvP is like all vehicles right now. Like you don't use any of these cool abilities. Like you're just in your ornithopter.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, we got into some good PvP last weekend in one of the test stations. We just weren't prepared, so it ended up being shitty. But at the second one, so we lost basically. We went in and fought those guys multiple times, but they ended up getting all the loot one of the times we were dead while we were respawning. So then we went to go to the next test station, and that one, yeah, they were just bombing the door. You couldn't even get in. We could have waited them out. They don't have unlimited rockets, right? But like there's things we could have done, but it was at that point it was more frustrating than anything. Use this 6 more times. Like after this quest, I'm gonna go once human. I noticed I stopped clearing every town all the way because I was getting more experience moving with the main quest and then clearing a few towns in that next area and then moving. And then probably just go back if I need stuff to those, earlier areas. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to finally actually use my build. Almost level 150. Yep. 149. And I've got 350,000 Solari, which, if you use the market, is nothing. So I can go buy the Harco set now and not care. I can't believe that Atreides dominated the Landsred like we did last week. Because we got killed the week before. I wonder if a lot of people quit playing from the other faction, or if like a bunch of them switched because they wanted to try to help balance it, and then too many switched or something. Right. No, it's your guild's choice. It's not going to force you to change your. No, it doesn't do that. Because there's plenty of servers that are one-sided I've seen. Like we won 19-0 this week. Last week it was closer. It was like 16-7 or something on the other side. But since it's not a character creation thing, that there would be no way. It would feel real bad for them to balance it that way. If they'd be like, "Oh, your guild just can't be that house." Like some people play the game just for those cosmetics. Yeah, I just don't know how they. I don't think they can. Like, I don't think the game can do that. Like, they would have to tell you when you start on a server that you're not allowed to go to the other faction, right? That's not. Oh yeah, I don't think they could do that either, because then because you get personal rewards based on your contribution points. Yeah, I think what they'll have to do is just merge some servers at some point, which is to be expected. Our server, I was looking at the status, our server is still one of the more, well, our Siege and then just Mask Prime in general is one of the more active servers. Our guild confuses me. I think there's a group of people that play in the morning, and then there's a few of us that play at night. And but when I look at the list, like everybody's played in the last few days, just about. But like when I'm on, I rarely see more than just 2 or 3 people on at a time. It's like people are just jumping in and out. Yeah. I'm sure it was thanks to just like a couple people, but we were in the top 5 on the lands rad too. And I couldn't contribute. Every time I tried on the ones I could do, they filled up and were done within minutes. And then the only other ones that were left were these kill quests that are still there because nobody knows where the hell you're supposed to go. It's like bugged. So the only way to get points for it is the control point, and I'm not doing that, so. Well, I guess not now, it reset, but yesterday or 2 nights ago I still couldn't do it. But we voted for a vehicle vendor, so if you're I'm interested to see what they have on there. You can. You already can. You can go buy, I think it's like 150,000 or something like that. I think it's a Mark IV. I can't remember, but you can. You can buy a full thopter. Nice.
Seeking alliances with rival factions is an act of betrayal.
Right? Piece of advice I heard that I don't necessarily follow, but it's very good advice, is if something will take you like less than 10 minutes, just do it. Your life will be infinitely better. Because most things take less than 10 minutes if you just do them. There she is.
Your face is known to me. Why do I seek? I hunt a renegade of. We would have had her. Should I withdraw from.
There you go. We were just at the store today and we were talking about how much we like Alfredo.
You're back.
But we can't really do it because of our son's allergy.
How
So.
did you come by this Tessia Vani. Now that lady.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
What have you learned? Yes? Truly, forgive me. Let the blade fill your hand. We are reaching the limits of what I can teach. And so... What have you learned? I do not know. I wanted to weep. He is. What have you learned? You're quite formal today. Well, take this letter. A formal... You helped me crawl my way out. Will you take my letter of challenge to Elara Tuek? Off you go then.
Where is this person? Fenrig's associate. 77 meters. Down here somewhere. Oh, in the other room. Okay.
Compliance ensures the safety and prosperity of all citizens.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. A challenge. Oh, do be serious, kitten. Our relationship. Let's see your mysterious. Oh, dear. A
Questioning her authority is an act of defiance. Report
Isn't he down here? I get turned around. Oh yeah, he's around the corner.
What have you learned? Yes, but what? You think me weak? Hmm? You think me maimed? What of it? You're right. Fenring, let the blade fill your hand. That was near.
Alright, Swordmaster done. Alright, I got all the combat classes done. Nice.
Remember the sacrifices made to secure our way of life. Seeking alliances with rival factions is an act of betrayal.
Alright, I think we're gonna switch to once human.